Hey guys, it's Amanda with Lace Cosmetics. So when I first started doing makeup on my own, not working for anybody else, and just freelancing and starting my business, I really wanted to get into the wedding industry, but I did not know what to do. I didn't know what information I needed to give to brides to make them want to hire me. So I was actually just working an event yesterday. It was an open house for a venue called Carl House, which is about 45 minutes north of Atlanta. And I just thought this is a really great opportunity to show new artists what I do for a small scale event, to promote myself, what information I give out, and how I can get brides to hire me. So I took some footage from arrival through setup yesterday, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do and how I set up for these events to try to set myself up for success. So I'm going to jump to a voiceover, show you what I did, and see you on the other side. As soon as I arrive, I like to go ahead and unload my car in the front of the building. That way I'm not having to lug all of my stuff through the parking lot. As soon as I'm done, I can move my car back to a parking space so I'm not in the way of the other vendors who are also trying to unload their cars. As soon as I walk in, I like to find whoever is in charge of the event just so I can check in, find out where I'm supposed to be, and see if they have any special instructions for me that day. You know my body never known. The first thing I'm doing for setup is I'm putting up my spray tan tent so I can gauge the space because my table was not in there yet. I put a faux fur rug on the bottom so there's contrast with the products that I'm going to be sticking in the tent. I included my spray tan compressor with the guns as well as the spray tan solutions. That way people know what I'm bringing on location with me when I do a spray tan. I stuck a light in there as well, which now I realize that I really didn't need to do that. And I'm getting my iPad and getting it set up because I have a slideshow that I just do through my iPhotos of past work, so I have examples for the clients to look at. Now I'm putting up my eyelash picture just so you have another idea of what I do right when you walk in the room. You know that it's beauty related. And there is an example picture from a photo shoot I did, as well as my logo, which is framed. And I just put those on little easels that I got from the dollar store. It doesn't need to be fancy. If this were a larger scale event and I had more space, then I would have more photos that are blown up and framed out on display, but because this is a small scale event and in such a small space, I just used my iPad slideshow and the one photo to give examples of my work. So here I'm setting up my award plaques that I got from The Knot, which is based on very positive reviews that I've gotten from previous clients. So I definitely want to have those set up as an example for my brides when they walk in. And once I get these in line, then I will put up a clear award, which is my Knot Hall of Fame award, which is a really big deal. So I definitely want people to be able to see that when they walk into the room. this is a little wooden hand that I'm setting out right now, and I put a makeup brush in the hand. That way when people walk in the room, this is just another one of those little things that they'll see and know that they're speaking with a vendor who is makeup and beauty related. These are some Z palettes that I'm setting down now, just so there are, again, visuals on the table so people know what kind of vendor they're going to be talking to. I'm also putting out a little jar of lip balms that I'm going to be passing out to people that have my logo on them. That way they have a little freebie that they can take with them. Everybody loves a freebie, and it has all of my company information on them. So it's something that they're going to keep in their purse or keep around their house, and they'll be able to see over and over again and remember who I am. This is the full setup right here. I have business cards set out. I also have little flyers that have all of my pricing information on it. So that will also go to each person that walks into the room. Now that everything's set up, I'm ready to crush the event. So this event was really fun to work. It was definitely not as busy as most events that I work, but we are still in the middle of a pandemic, so I didn't expect a ton of people to come out for this. But I did get a healthy number of brides who I was able to connect with and talk to. And hopefully I gave them enough information for them to decide whether or not they wanted to hire me. So at the event, I had a sheet of paper that was printed out by the venue that had a list of all of the brides who had registered to come to this event with their email addresses, their wedding dates, their names, all that good stuff. And I wrote notes next to each person that I actually met, whether they already had an artist hired, or if they were looking for an artist, or if they were looking for spray tans, or if they needed their bridal party done, if they had a groom who also needed some minor touch-up, which is not uncommon for a groom to want a little pimple cover to get rid of some dark circles. As soon as I came home, I wrote an individual email to each person. I didn't just copy and paste the same thing to every person. I wrote an email to each person addressing their concerns. I let them know that I was available, that I was able to work with whatever their concerns were, and I'm happy to answer any questions that they may have. I gave another price list that I attached onto the email just in case they lost the one that they got from the event. So that way they have all of the information that they need, and they know that they can contact me if they have questions or if they're ready to book. If you have questions about what I do for my booking process, please leave a comment below and I would be happy to make a video on how I do all of that. I've finally gotten it down to a science, I feel like. So I would love to share that with you as well. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any other videos you'd like me to make based on makeup artists. I'm going to be making an entire series on this, so let me know your ideas. I can add it to my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you next time.